Good morning, everybody. It's Mike, and thanks for jumping on with me this morning. You know, we're talking about this concept, right? Change your habits, change your life. But what's the difference? I'm seeing this a lot this week. What's the difference between a goal and a habit? Well, a goal is the place you want to get to. It's where you ultimately want to be. So, for example, I just jotted down some different type of goals that people commonly think about this time of year. I'm going to lose, you put the number in, I just wrote 10. I'm going to lose 10 pounds. That's a goal. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to become alcohol free. Now, some of you right now are saying, hey, these aren't goals and habits, these are addictions. And I will admit that cigarettes are an addictive drug. Alcohol is an addictive drug. I also know this, that on top of being addicted to the substances, it's also a habit. You eat a meal, you light up a cigarette. You get up in the morning, you light up a cigarette. You get into a social situation, you get alcohol. One thing, these are habits that we have formed in our life. We can easily form more empowering habits. What are some other goals that we have that aren't really habits yet? Maybe business goals like sell X number of homes next year, make X amount of money. These are not habits, folks. These are goals where we want to get to. These are where you want to end up. They're destinations. They're goals. Okay? A habit is the repeated daily activity that will lead you to ultimately achieving your goal. So let's give some examples. It might be getting up at a specified time every day. I'm just going to pick a time. This isn't to say this should be your time. I'm just using numbers here in an example. You plug your time in. Getting up each day at 5 a.m. That's a habit. That's not a goal. Now, getting up at 5 a.m. may give you the ability to get out ahead of your day, get organized, delegate effectively, give you the ability to sell more homes in less time. But it's the repeated daily activity of getting up early. That's a habit. Diet-wise, replacing lean meats and vegetables with carbs and sugars. Instead of carbs and sugars, don't replace. Got that a little backward, didn't I? Replacing carbs and sugars in my diet with lean meats and vegetables. That's a habit. Instead of ordering the pasta dish, which I might normally do, I'm going to order a piece of fish and side vegetables. And you might say, well, that's not as good. And I say, you just learned through habit repeatedly to like the carbs and sugars. You just liked it. It's your habit. You can easily change that. How about smoking? Now look, I get nicotine's an addictive drug. I also get this, that the act of lighting up the cigarette is a habit. Why don't I replace that habit with, chewing gum instead? So I eat a meal and instead of lighting up a cigarette, I chew gum. How about when I get up in the morning, instead of reaching for a cigarette, I chew gum? How about alcohol-wise? Instead of ordering a drink, or hey, it doesn't just have to be alcohol, does it? It could be all these other crappy drinks that we're putting inside our body. Just crap. Soft drinks, energy drinks. See how they name this stuff? Soft drinks. That can't be bad, is it? Energy drinks. These are all positive terms, right? Sports drinks. Oh, I've got to replace my electrolytes. Hey, look, of all the people I know on this planet, I might know 3 people that exercise intensely enough where they have an electrolyte problem. It ain't you and me. Have you ever looked at the amount of carbohydrates in a Powerade or a Gatorade? It's a whole day allowance in one of these sports drinks that are positioned to be good for us. It's a habit that I form. Getting my soft drink, getting my sports drink, getting my energy drink is a habit that I form. Why don't I replace it with a more empowering habit? Why don't I just put water all around me? And every time I do something, I drink a glass of water. I wash my hands, I drink a glass of water. I go to the bathroom, I drink a glass of water. I only drink water with meals. I get up in the morning, I drink a glass of water. I go to bed at night, I drink a glass of water. These are all habits. Brushing your teeth is a habit. Gosh, I hope we can form new habits if we want to. Work-wise, what would be an example of habits versus goals? I could speak with X number of people each day. My habit is I speak with 10 people that I haven't met before each day. That's what I do. That's a habit. Now, to go with that habit, I want you to tell me what time every day you're going to do that. Well, at 10 a.m., Mike, I make my hour's worth of phone calls until I speak with 10 people. That's what I do every day, 5 days a week. Gosh, if you did that, it'd be 50 calls a week. It'd be 200 calls a month. You see where I'm going with this? How many would that be a year? Thousands. If you made thousands of outreach calls in the next 12 months, do you think there would be any transactions embedded in there somewhere? Right. I could establish a new habit of making one relevant video each day. But then I'm going to ask you, okay, what time each day are you going to do that? Because we want this to be a habit, not a goal of making one video. You say, at 9 a.m., Mike, I make a relevant video every day, and it will become a habit. I could attend 3 or more. You put the numbers in. It's your life. It's your business. Networking events each week. And I'm going to say, great. What days and what times are you attending those? And by the way, as a little side note here, if you're attending events where there's a whole bunch of other real estate agents and you're calling that networking, cut that stuff out. That's a bunch of crap. You don't need to be at anything where there's 100 other real estate agents. That's a waste of time. Definitely don't call it networking or act like you're doing something productive. Okay. I could speak with one past client every day. Great. What time every day are you going to make that call? Well, Mike, I don't have that many past clients. I'm pretty new to the business. Hey, go talk to your broker. What I bet is that you had a number of agents who are no longer affiliated with your company and their past clients while they were at your brokerage have been abandoned. And you could adopt those people. You could make the first calls really easy. Hey, it's Mike over at Century 21. I know that you sold a house with Sally at our company this past year. Sally's no longer with us, and I just wanted to make sure you were being taken care of. Is there any help that you might need today? And then you stay in contact with them. You adopt them as yours if you don't have enough past clients. All of these things are habits that we could establish if we establish the exact frequency, how much and by when. How many days a week am I going to do this, and what time each day am I going to do it? What time each day are you going to get up? And don't tell me about you get up Monday through Fridays at one time and on weekends another time. You'll never establish the habit. You get up every day, 7 days a week, every day of the year at the same time. Your body needs you to do that. Now, as we look, I know you're going to get pushed a whole bunch of crap over the next 30 days. Business plans and goal setting and picture boards and your big why and your big hairy audacious goals. And folks, it's all crap. If it wasn't crap, we would all have everything that we want in our life right now, because none of this is new to us. Every year these people come out of the woodwork with this bullshit that they're pushing at us. And a year later, here I am. I'm in the same place I was a year ago today. When are you going to break that cycle? When are you going to choose to break the cycle and realize that none of that stuff matters? You can set all the goals and planning to achieve goals that you want to until each of us, me too, like I'm talking to myself right now. Most of the time I'm learning more than you are. When are we going to change our daily habits And when you change your habits, you change your life. I want to leave you with this morning. I want to encourage you to give yourself 90 days. Give yourself 90 days. Give yourself until early March, at least. And expect it to be one of the hardest things you've ever done. Expect it to be hard. Expect, if your goal is to get up earlier each day, set a defined time when that's going to be, and then expect yourself to not want to get up at that time most days. And then come up with solutions which are going to help you get through that when you don't want to. Expect it. This is going to be one of the hardest things. And because it's so hard, it's why it's so valuable. So if you change your habits, you will change your life. In so many different ways, you'll become proud of yourself. And that pride in yourself for honoring the commitments that you said were important is where your confidence and self-love is going to come from. You're going to be proud of yourself, and I'm going to be proud of you. And this is how we go out there and we make it happen for ourselves today.